Hi, and welcome back to the series where we will discuss the best strategies and techniques to motivate your children from home. Our video today is all about our children's satisfaction and how satisfaction would assist in building and maintaining motivation. You will all agree that it is essential for your child to be satisfied with what they achieve during their learning, and that this will aid in motivating them throughout their learning journey, right? But before we start digging into satisfaction, I would like to thank you for sharing your experiences, techniques, and even ideas in motivating your children. Thank you for all the pictures that you shared, for the learning spaces that you created with your children. Please keep them coming. Remember, this space is a living one, and to maintain their attention, keep updating it with their work. I also love the ideas on making the learning content relevant. It actually reflected your dedication to helping them access content and build motivation. And thank you for sharing all of these different strategies that you are applying to build confidence in your children's learning. Confidence is vital to focus on developing success expectations among our children to keep them going and giving them control over their learning process. So we get to satisfaction, the last key component in Keller's ARCS model of instruction in order to build motivation. The ARCS model presents a direct link between satisfaction and the level of motivation, either intrinsic or extrinsic. Your child should be proud and satisfied of what they have achieved throughout their learning. Before I share with you my strategies, let's hear again from Michael Despezio what are some of these and the best practices to keep your children satisfied and motivated. Michael, lead the way.
Best practices. You need to set realistic expectations and obtainable goals. If the goal doesn't look like it's obtainable, let's say you're doing that midway type of assessment and you realize, wait, my child is not going to get it, and I won't be able to facilitate that, what you do is you change around those goals. You do not want to frustrate a child, especially if they are limited to a distant education experience where you don't have the teacher right there helping them along. Children need to envision success. They need to see what the end of this experience is all about, and that's that goal. And they need to appreciate getting to that goal, which means along the way, there needs to be recognition of where they are and meaningful praise. What I found is you cannot overpraise a child. Dad, that's enough. No, really, what you did was wonderful because it is wonderful. Because that also releases those neurotransmitters that I talked about earlier in this presentation. You don't want to hamper a child by not giving them every possible route for becoming a better thinker. The more they are praised and the more that they understand that this is true recognition, the more they will release those chemicals which set the seed for more neural connections which make them more powerful thinkers. Don't overlook this critical window. You need to maintain an ongoing and expected presence. And I know it is difficult in many situations. You are not there. But your child needs to feel that you will be there when you are needed. It needs to be fun. It has to be fun. You don't want to compromise it. And part of that fun is making it fresh and different. Make sure that new things, you may be looking at the news and, we're looking at how much COVID-19 do you talk with children. Go find my webinars on that. I do specific ones on how to teach that. But we're looking for fresh and different things. We're taking them to some great places in the world or in the universe, or learning about different, new, fresh concepts. Keep it dynamic. Maybe there's a change going on in that child's workspace. Maybe it's what you're presenting is a little bit different. But you don't want to stagnate. This cannot be static. The more you mix it up, the more exciting it becomes and the better learner your child becomes.
Thank you, Michael, for sharing. What resonated the most to you? For me, recognition and providing our children with a meaningful praise was the most important and the most interesting. It is important that we celebrate our children's accomplishments. And yes, we can celebrate these accomplishments in many different ways. When it comes to satisfaction, you need to keep in mind that there is a huge difference between intrinsic satisfaction and the extrinsic satisfaction. You need to encourage the intrinsic enjoyment of the learning experience so that your child would have fun and would continue the learning process without expecting reward or even any kind of external motivational element. This might be challenging, but is certainly possible. The extrinsic motivation would be easier simply because you will be depending on praise or even rewards. Providing your children with positive feedback and rewards or maybe reinforcements as they reach their goals or even when they don't. Yes, praise them for their efforts and not only for reaching goals. It is important that you recognize hard work, effort, as well as recognize the end result. Here are my 3 strategies to build your child's satisfaction in learning. My first strategy is power of positive thinking. Your children should always have a positive mindset. They should always have the I can attitude, believing in themselves and knowing that they will accomplish the task and even reach the goal that they are aiming for. You can achieve this by developing a growth mindset. One easy way to do this is by using the word yet, and you can use it often. I can't solve the problem yet. I don't know where to find the information yet. This will help them realize that with effort they can grow and learn, hence developing a growth mindset. My second strategy is help them shoot for their personal best. Please don't compare your child's abilities to others. Your child is unique. Different DNA, different thinking, different learning style, and even different personality. And teach the child to track his or her own goals to visually represent their improvements over time. This will keep them motivated and even engaged. Make an achievement poster where they can add their personal best times on a mental math test or the number of words that they can read per minute or even the tasks that they have completed. Make sure to email these to me and I would love to see them. My third and last strategy is celebrate success. As a parent, you want to enjoy and even share in your child's successes, and that is what you should do. But instead of focusing on the person or even the behavior, focus on their feelings. That ultimately is what is truly rewarding. And your child is happy when you are proud. This will definitely help building their own intrinsic satisfaction and of course, building motivation. Help them to recognize those feelings of pride, happiness, and satisfaction that come with hard work, good play, and trying at something over and over again. There you go. These are my 3 strategies for building satisfaction in your child's learning. Keep in mind that you can use consistent assessment rubrics and share them with your children. I would love to hear more about you as well. More about your strategies and even the techniques that you're building in order to maintain and in order to build satisfaction in your children. Please add your comments below or even email us. The email address has been added in the description beneath this video. If you didn't subscribe yet to the channel, you're missing a lot. So make sure you click on subscribe and turn on the notifications to stay up to date with all of our new great content. Keep your children satisfied with their learning. Only then you will create and maintain motivation. Thank you for watching and see you soon.